It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they've talked about the importance of starting fast, playing with energy right off the tip. Let's face it, no team likes to play catch-up if they can avoid it. We'll see how it works for him tonight. And the rapid rise of Coach Brad Stevens. Great schemes, calm, cool demeanor. Big fella, has he done enough to be considered elite?
What he did with the Celtics after losing Hayward was amazing, Ernie. His teams always compete hard.
Well, it's tough to put him in a category like Popovich or maybe even a Kerr because those guys have won rings. But no doubt, Stevens is among the top coaches in the NBA.
And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We'll see Webb, the front court talent tonight on full display. Talk about what it's like to play against the elite at your position, going mano a mano, you against the best.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you what, in this league of the best players, you better be ready every night. But to go back to my era, Kev, this was what my week looked like as a Sacramento King in the Western Conference. Play against Dirk Nowitzki on Tuesday. Play against Tim Duncan on Thursday. Play against KG on Friday, and then play against Shaq on Sunday, and then how about Karl Malone again on Tuesday? Oh. So if that doesn't make you lose a little bit of sleep,
unbelievable.
You must be one of the greatest of all time. So it's tough. You got to be focused every night.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt, and it's Tatum in at the 3.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Now, here's Tatum, following the miss by Kevin Love.
I'll give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
Now, here's Sexton. Love outside. The dish to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Nick Stauskas is checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Knight. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Gordon Hayward comes in for Morris. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Now, here's Sexton. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Rozier. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
You see right there the potential Clarkson has on the defensive end?
That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
We've got Zizic. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Larry Nance. And it's Stauskas in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Got a piece of it. Hayward outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. 50 seconds left in the first half.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. So Rozier will bring it up for Boston, trailing by 4. Here's Wanamaker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Tice. And Baines kicks to Hayward. For the 3. Drills it from outside.
A guy who's really improved as a three-point shooter. That's taken Hayward's game to another level.
Clarkson finds Dellavedova. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers ahead, up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. Kenny, your thoughts. How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Reminds me of myself at the free throw line. They have been shooting horribly out there. This is not a team that should be executing so poorly on offense. They need to completely revamp their approach, move the ball, set better screens, find the open man, get to the basket. They need to get to the basics right now.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double. And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket is good.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, you realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you. Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Another shot. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers' lead cut down to just 3 in the basket from Horford.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered by Irving. Here's Knight. Top of the key jumper, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Brown dishes to Tatum. Morris outside. Passes it to Brown. Tatum wide open. He fires one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers lead by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Sexton. Marquise Chris is out there with Nance. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Osman in at the 3 slot. Here's Sexton, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 1-point game. Sexton the pass to Osman. 6 on the shot clock. Chris, he gets that one.
And such focus on these difficult finishes. Chris showing tremendous will fighting through the defense.
Right side Irving. Over Sexton. No good from Irving.
He doesn't miss many of those on steal. That's exactly the shot they were looking for.
Morris outside. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Irving. Over Sexton. Another miss by Irving.
And you can see why he might be off on some of his attempts, getting far fewer shots today than he's accustomed to.
Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Chris kicks to Clarkson. In the corner, Nance with it. Yes!
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tristan Thompson.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Kevin Love comes in for Chris. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they're going to have to score. Quick foul. Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's a lot to talk about in this huddle. They'll also have to decide who they'll want to foul.
So it's the Celtics now, trailing by 4. Left side, Brown. He can't get it to go. Good D by Love. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the Cavaliers making a change here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Tatum on the wing. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.